652072.
Okay.
CRO 065558. अच्छा ये नहीं है तेरे में, तू वो देख रही है पागल है। 9 मम्मा 9 This was the moment that changed everything. The moment I saw the merit list with my name and rank 9 written on it. But it didn't come easy. It came after breakdowns, missed attempt, panic attacks, hospital visits, and days when I almost decided to quit CA. Hi everyone, welcome to my very first YouTube video. I am Harleen Kaur. I recently qualified as a chartered accountant with All India rank 9 in CA finals. I also had an All India rank 37 in CA intermediate. If you are a CA student facing self-doubt, if you are confused regarding your career path, or if you are someone chasing a dream which everyone else doubts, this video is for you. I am here to share my CA journey, which was far from perfect. I started out as a confused science student, not knowing what I want to do in my career. I had attempts, but I eventually qualified recently with rank. So, here's my journey from the very start. How I decided to do CA. It was never a conscious decision or something that was planned. I honestly never wanted to do CA because I had the perception that in CA I'll have to sit at home for 5 years and just study without any college life, and I didn't want that. I pursued science in my 11th-12th standard because I had interest in numbers and those subjects. I didn't know what I want to do exactly in my career. I ended up scoring a decent percentage in my 12th and took admission in Delhi University, BSc Maths Honours, Atma Ram Sanatan Dharam College. But 5 months into the college, I felt really detached and unmotivated. It was not something that was meant for me. I called my mom one night and she always wanted me to do CA and she suggested do CA then. And within 2 days, I took a leap which most people would never take. I dropped out of college to switch stream to commerce and pursue CA. And everyone at that point doubted me, but for the first time, I chose my own path. And my family's faith gave me the strength for it. Then came CA Foundation exams as a reality check. The first ever accounts paper I ever wrote was CA Foundation accounts exam. And at that point, I didn't know that balance sheet match nahi hona is normal. Amounts ka mismatch hota hi hai. I came out of the paper thinking that I can't do accounts, CA is not meant for me. I gave the rest of the papers, but I was very doubtful about me clearing that attempt. Fortunately, I cleared it, and that gave me a sense of motivation. My goal shifted immediately. I will get a rank in intermediate. Because if I could clear foundation in first attempt with this little preparation, what will happen if I actually study? I started taking studies seriously. I got disciplined, took classes seriously, but then life happened. COVID hit and I lost my dadi, my biggest supporter. She used to wake up at around 2-3 a.m. every day, and during my intermediate days, I started waking up early to study. And she was the only one up at that time. Whenever I used to feel low or have self-doubts about failing, she just used to say one thing that तू कभी fail नहीं हो सकती, तू हमेशा top ही करेगी. And losing her felt like losing that one person who believed in me throughout. But fortunately, I cleared intermediate with All India rank 37. And at that time, I thought now getting a good articleship will be easy. But it wasn't. Despite a rank, rejections came and that lit a fire. If I'm not able to get articleship at 37th rank, I will get rank 1 in finals. I eventually joined PwC Mumbai in Corporate and International Tax Department, and I had a great learning experience there. But I had a clear goal in mind that I have to secure a rank in finals. So day 1 of my articleship was also day 1 of my CA final classes. Everything was planned perfectly, classes were done on time, first revision was done before study leave started. My attempt was in May 2024 and my study leave started on 1st December 2023. Everything was going fine up until April 2024. I started falling sick. I had fever, body was heating up, and there was a point where I couldn't sit for 3 hours straight for a mock. But I ignored everything. I didn't have the time to waste. I had to study. I thought it's just because of stress. Even when my parents were telling me to see a doctor, I didn't go for it. Then the exams came, and just hours before my third paper, audit exam, I had a severe panic attack. My body shut down, I fainted, and I ended up in the hospital while the exam was happening. Turned out I had dengue. I couldn't appear for the exams, and it took me time to recover from that. When the results came out, I felt even worse. I scored 70 in FR and 90 in AFM, and at that point, 90 in CA finals seemed too good to be true. But I didn't appear for the remaining papers, and I didn't get any exemption, and everything was back to zero. I told myself maybe God wants me to get better marks, a better rank, and that's why all this happened. But the truth was, I didn't fix anything. I repeated the same cycle: less sleep, more pressure, zero balance, and then came November 2024, which was a disaster. Paper 1 went okay, then came paper 2, AFM, in which I earlier scored 90, so I targeted to score more than that. The paper came on a tougher side, and in the middle of the exam, I broke down. I cried for almost 2 hours right there. I cried on my way back home. I cried when I reached home and cried till night and ended up getting high fever. I couldn't study that night. I started studying the next day without any sleep. Just hours before audit paper, once again I had a panic attack, but this time it was so severe I couldn't even breathe. At that point, I thought, I can't do CA, I'm done with it. I took anxiety pills and slept throughout the paper and decided to quit CA. Then I spoke to Ashish Kalra sir. He told me to skip the May 25 attempt and go for November 25, which later got preponed to September 25. He made an entire plan on how many revisions to be done, how many hours to be allocated to studies, sleep, physical activity. And when I had almost walked away, he reignited the rank dream inside me. Something in me refused to quit. But this time I did 3 things differently, which saved me from another messed up attempt. First, I changed my study methods. It's hard to open those same books again after everything. It's hard to study same thing over and over again. I made my own handwritten notes, especially for audit, and I made voice recordings. I used to teach myself concepts over those voice recordings. I focused on understanding each and every concept rather than rushing towards result. Second, I stopped isolating myself. Earlier, I uninstalled WhatsApp, pushed everyone away, and it broke me. This time, I allowed myself to be human. I had a study partner with whom I used to study over Gmeet. We had WhatsApp groups wherein we used to discuss our doubts, and apart from that, I had few close friends who emotionally held me together whenever I felt low. Third, I maintained balance. For the first time, I respected my health. I slept well, I used to do gym regularly, and I used to take breaks without guilt. I studied like a human and not a machine, and that changed everything. After panic attacks, hospital visits, failed attempts, breakdowns, and near quits, the result came: All India rank 9. This rank is a proof that your journey does not have to be perfect. You can drop out, you can fail an attempt, you can have health issues, you can take time for yourself. You can struggle, restart, fall apart, but you will only fail when you stop trying. I'm starting this channel to share everything I learned: the strategies, the mistakes, the mindset, the mental health lessons, everything. Tell me in the comments what you want me to cover next. If this video helped or inspired you even a little, please subscribe. It truly means a lot. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn or Instagram. Links are in the description. Thank you so much for watching my first ever YouTube video. I am excited to start this journey with all of you. See you in the next one. Bye.